Bring one for your friend or even your neighbor. Soulicious pepper sauce. Look on the ingredient. No fat in it. And we have spices, yes. Soulicious pepper sauce. We have the niceness. Put it in your drink and spice it up, yes. Soulicious pepper sauce. We have apron too. So worth to eat. Just right for you.
Oh, man. We had to start it like that, ladies and gentlemen. The 30-second cut brought to you by Soulicious Pepper Sauce, courtesy of DUI, Driving Under Insanity. And we have none other than the film writer extraordinaire, Mike Golab. Did I say that right?
You did. Perfect.
All right. Mike Golab. He's joining us live via Restream. Restream.io, your solution for live streaming. There, take that. That's yours. You can I'll come up with something better along the way, but for now, that's yours. You can take that because they just happened to sponsor us for another
our second month in a row.
Second month in a row. They provided us with the opportunity to get a free what's it called? A free month. So it's directly a sponsorship. I take it as a sponsorship because they didn't have to give it to us. You know what I mean?
And it's not cheap.
No, it's not. Especially the package we have. The package we have lets us do stuff like, this. Welcome to the 83rd episode of Candid Conversations.
Nice. I like it.
You know what I mean? That's pretty dope. Wow. Within a minute, we have 6 people up in it. Okay. 2 minutes. Let's see. Mike. Now, y'all two know each other, but I really don't. I'm new to the fold. You know what I mean? And we already have common ground with the Call of Duty stuff. I'm like, you never know if our lobbies have ever crossed. You know what I mean? But how's life treating you?
It's been good, man. I've just been staying busy, working on different projects. Just, living my passion.
All right. That's definitely dope. That's dope. Now this obviously takes time and effort to put this stuff together. We previewed the commercial that you made for your appearance here on Candid Conversations, and I have to say, of all the shows we've done in the most recent months, you've gone the hardest on your own promo, fam.
He's the first person to do his own promo. He's the first person that outdid us for promos.
Yeah.
And had it to me within 20 minutes of saying he was doing his own promo.
Yeah, bro. Jay was like, he's going to do his own promo. I'm like, okay, cool, because Jay usually does a promo. When he's busy, I'll do the promo, you know what I mean? But, like, right. we have a good tandem going on. So when you said that took off, like, a good, 2 hours of work, 2 hours to a day worth of work. And, like, personally, it was better than what I've been able to do, because I haven't been able to, like, I have the course that I have to study, but, like, you showing me that made me want to study the course even more. So, like, how long have you been doing the film writing, engineering, editing?
We just hit 1 year. One year.
What?
1 year.
Hey, block.
Yo, yeah. I don't have a beard. I don't have a beard to hide when my jaw's dropped. Okay.
I gotta get my going back again here. So.
Oh man, so that's impressive. That is very impressive, because, like,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, because, like, there's people out here who've been doing it for a while but haven't really, like, they don't have that wow factor that I got when I saw that. Like, I literally, bro, if I didn't, I don't think you understand how you just jammed up my schedule. I have to reschedule everything so I can fit time to study this damn course now, because I want my shit to look like that.
Hey, it's possible, man. Listen, it's just, I guess it comes down to just, work at it and, love what you're doing it. So, but I actually started out photography for a couple of years before I got into filming. So that helped me learn, like, compositioning and being able to, like, use the settings on the camera. So it actually was exactly 3 years ago when I bought my first camera. Like 2 days
Yes,
ago,
it
I actually
is.
posted a memory on Facebook about it. I didn't
Yeah.
realize how far back it was, or actually how recently it was. 3 years sounds like a long time, but it really isn't. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. See, I remember when that post originally went because you were DJing for when I first met you.
right.
You were DJing and whatnot, and then you kind of dropped off for about 6 months there. Rediscovered yourself a bit, and then all of a sudden you came back with, "Okay, I'm doing this, I'm doing it," and you just took off.
Yeah, I think at that point where I was going through like an identity thing where I was just trying to figure out what worked best for me. I love DJing; it was fun, a lot of good times. But I found my gifting, what I was best at, and it was into films.
Okay.
So, but
Speaking
it's
of
crazy
film,
how a lot could happen. We started talking about about almost 10 years ago. That 10 years ago
About
almost.
11 years ago, somewhere around
Yeah,
there, we've been acquaintances. If we lived in the same area, I'm pretty sure we'd be good buddies by now.
yeah, definitely.
But no,
speaking,
we've talked to each other. We spent what,
whereabouts are
4
you
years on
located?
pot?
What's
Go
that?
ahead, Nick.
I was saying, whereabouts are you located?
I'm in Erie, Pennsylvania, which
Erie,
is
Pennsylvania.
about like 2 hours north of Pittsburgh.
Okay. Okay. All right. I just popped up your YouTube on the channel there on the bottom there. Check out his like if he can wow like I can't speak highly enough about that clip. And if that was just like a 45-second clip, I could only imagine like your videos and stuff like that.
You should see his videos. I've watched them.
Like
The
I
caroling one had me almost pissing my pants laughing. That was
wait, was
fucking
that the one that
great.
you sent to me? Yeah, you sent me his work, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Oh my gosh. No, that was too funny. Oh, that was too funny. Oh my gosh. Oh
That
man.
was great, the curling one. That was
Oh,
amazing. That
dude,
was
it's crazy because I actually, when I came up with that idea, it was actually, I woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I had this dream about like, it was, cause this was actually a week before Christmas, and it was,
Oh, he dropped out.
No, no, no.
No. We can
No,
still hear you. We
no. No, he's back. He's
oh,
back.
there he
Back.
is. Oh,
Okay,
oh,
okay.
there we
All
go.
right.
There we go. Them
I was like,
gremlins are real today.
I'm telling you, bro. You see, because this was supposed to, like, never mind. We'll talk about that later. We'll get this show
But
in.
you were having a dream.
Yeah.
okay, yeah. So I was saying was, yeah, I had this dream about having Christmas carols at my house, and it was like a random time, whatever. I remember just being annoyed by them. Not that I don't like Christmas, but it was just having people singing at your door at random hours. It's weird. So I decided to. I woke up at 4 o'clock, and I just had this idea to write a short film just based on that. And so, and then we just filmed it on Christmas Eve. So
It fucking worked out hilarious. I'm assuming that this person knows you. So hi,
Oh,
CJ.
CJ, what
yo,
up? That's Young Craze. Oh,
Oh,
man.
I'm Grace. Sorry, that's
Young
someone you
Craze.
know.
Yeah, man. It's Young Craze coming out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada. You know what I mean? He is the commander-in-chief of Top Flow Mafia, the sponsor for Culture Shock magazine, which is available now at sharetheshock.ca/issue-5.
You talking
And
this?
yeah, as well as issue 6, sorry, is just about to be complete. I got the layout ready. I might have to tweak a few things. I got to add some titles, but it's definitely going to be available this week. I've aimed for the third week of the month because it gives me time to give my daughter time to do her thing. And yeah, you
Yeah,
know,
boss number 2.
yeah, oh yeah, the junior boss. Um, but yeah, it's definitely something that I didn't know I was capable of, but I knew I wanted to do. So in saying that, what have you found yourself to be capable of in these trying times during this pandemic? Have you uncovered any new talents or any like have you revisited any of your hidden talents, kind of thing?
So it's funny you mentioned this or asked this because I've told this story a million times to people. Um, when the pandemic first happened, I was really just starting to learn how to film. Like I didn't know anything about camera as far as shutter speeds, as far as filming or film frames per second, none of that stuff. So I was just starting out. But then I decided to. I was bored one day, and I wanted to make some films, so I started writing stuff. And so basically, long story short, sometimes I ramble on sometimes, but uh, it was just learning how to write film, and I discovered my passion for writing. And just from being bored in quarantine at the house, it was either that or just play video games all day long, or eat a bunch of food and gain weight. So
Okay, all right, true. That's dope. That's dope. Jay,
Yes,
what's going
sir.
on with you over there?
I'm just sitting here thinking of what to talk to with an old buddy. Like it's been a long time since I've actually had a conversation with this man.
yeah,
Okay, well, this is Candid
Besides Facebook,
Conversations.
it's been going. It's been fun watching. It really has. I'm
Yeah.
sorry I'm not looking at the camera. My camera's off to the side, and you're on my big 32-inch in front of me, so kind of looks
oh
like I'm not looking at you, but I am.
no, oh, I'm the same way. I said I have my phone here. If I look into the phone, then I can see here.
You
But I
don't
look
see
at the
anything
screen,
else.
right? So I got the screen here, so it's the same way, man. You're not alone.
I
But
guess
it's been fun knowing how when I first met you, what was going on in your life then, to where you are now. Straight up, like you've just gone straight up and done amazing things. You know what I mean? And
I
I've never
appreciate
had
it.
that chance to say that to you to your face.
Man, I
Because
appreciate it,
when
man.
I met you, it was the DJ time and all that stuff back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt, man. It's crazy how much has had changed over the years for both of us, really. So,
But I miss those days. You need to get on the PlayStation.
oh, see, you know what happened? I remember when it was Black Ops 2, and you guys got was when the Black Ops Ghost came out.
I didn't buy Ghost. I
Oh, you
hated
didn't?
that game.
Okay.
Oh,
I
I
know, like
hated
everybody
it.
else did, and I felt like
Yep.
I was like left behind because everybody else was playing Ghost, and I'm like still on Call of Duty 2, and everybody's like, "Oh,
bro,
this game is out of date, man."
I'm
And
still
still
on
to this
Modern
day,
Warfare 3 until Warzone.
oh yeah,
I was still on Modern Warfare 3 until someone put me on a Warzone. So
but
don't even sweat it.
dude, I'm telling you, I think Black Ops 2 is still hands down one of the best series, whatever you want to call it.
Oh
Zombie
yeah.
mode.
Oh hell yeah. Cold War is not bad. It has that arcade Black Ops 2 feel to it, but Warzone is great because it's just four guys drop in and four against the world.
Yeah,
It's literally a group of four against 146 other people.
and we went in a group of two as a group of two.
Yep, versus 148 people.
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
Honestly, I had never had so much anxiety and adrenaline at the same damn time. I'm trying to learn the game. Man's trying to teach me the game, and he's trying to teach me something different than what I'm trying to learn. So I got to learn the same thing at two different times. I'm like, this must be how he felt in the field of combat. Holy shit! And I'm like, who better to listen to than him? You know what I mean? So I'm trying to follow his directions and shit. And then I got just overwhelmed. It was so the reality of the worlds now is so intense. So I guess my next question is, what's one of the biggest changes you've seen in video games in the time that you've been playing them?
Oh man, outside graphics, I think it's
Yeah.
just overall gameplay.
Okay.
I noticed if games become more about see, remember when I first started playing games, you used to have cheat codes,
Yep.
and little walkthrough books and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
As let's say you play Resident Evil, or whatever. I was into like Resident Evil games because of the solving the puzzles, and now it seems like it's more like co-op kind of gameplay, or you have to buy certain downloadable contents to make the game that much better or whatever, which is fine, but it definitely changed a lot. And as far as how just overall gameplay is, it seems like
Right.
Interaction. The interaction has definitely changed from the games from way back when with the PS1, PS2, 3, and so on. The interaction that you do with your game is a lot more intense, I find.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, what is your go-to old school game? Like the game that you would play on a first generation system?
Ooh.
Tony Hawk.
Are you going back to like Sega Genesis or like old?
Yeah,
or like,
even
or
yeah,
PlayStation?
Genesis is up back there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tough, man. Because I was
Your
big
favorite
in-
game to play on any system. There you go.
Yeah.
Old system.
You know, I'm gonna say either Resident Evils. Sorry, I have a little feedback here. Either
No
Resident
worries.
Evils or like Splinter Cell games are definitely my favorite ones.
Splinter Cell games are dope.
Yeah,
I
they
used
were,
to run-
especially on PS2.
Mhm.
They were fun as hell.
If they bring back the Splinter Cell for that PS5.
Well,
I
just
would
because
get that.
like the Splinter Cell, it's not like one of those games where you can just run in and just start shooting everything. You have to be strategic, like sneaking around corners, climb, be really quiet, or hide in dark spaces, whatever. So
Yeah.
it definitely makes it more challenging.
Now here's a question for the ages, and I'm sure I know people that'll hate me for even asking this, but when it comes to the two games, is it Splinter Cell or is it Metal Gear Solid for you?
Oh, that's tough.
Solid.
Solid definitely is the original.
Yeah, there was.
Snake.
I got so much more involved in Metal Gear than I did anything else in those style of games.
I finished Splinter
From
Cell
like,
first.
yeah, I started playing Metal Gear Solid way back. Was it Nintendo or was it Super Nintendo?
Metal Gear Solid. I think it was a PlayStation 1.
No, Metal Gear. The very first Metal Gear was out on Nintendo.
Oh, then it was Nintendo then. Yeah. The over the top map where you had to. Yeah, I remember that. My bad. I concede. Yeah, I remember that. That was back.
That's how old I am.
That was back there with fucking Blades of Steel and shit.
And the unwinnable game, IKEA Warriors.
Or Ninja Turtles 2.
Yeah, but IKEA Warriors actually did not have an ending.
It didn't.
The end boss did not have health points. You could not kill him.
Wow.
The game was not completed when it was published out. And that was long before internet updates.
Oh, man. That's serious.
You can fact check that. I'll let you.
Akira Warriors?
Yeah, IKEA Warriors, I believe it was called.
Akira
It was the start of our endless updates to games once the internet became evolved.
Okay.
While he tries to fact check me there, Mike, what else is going on? I'm pretty sure you got something coming up, don't you? You working on any short films or anything coming up? You can't hear again. Oh, great.
No,
I can't hear you. No worries, buddy. Take your time.
Yeah, I don't see Akira Warriors or any game
I will find it.
with that title. So, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, you could say something and I could look for it, but if I'm not looking for it the same phonetics, then I don't see it. But we got some chat comments here. Sarah LeBreton says, my son is 26 and has been playing RuneScape most of his life. Oh, he bounced out.
That's okay.
He'll be back. So, for those of you who are still watching, this is Candid Conversations, episode 83. And we are joined by Mike Golab. And yeah. What? I don't know. Okay, restream. This is the kind of thing that we got to work on, buds.
Yeah, there's something going on.
Yeah. Definitely something we got to work on. Give it a minute. Okay. Try.
I don't know why his mic button dropped.
That's what I'm saying. Like when you jump in, the mic usually is on.
His mic is on. He's not muted. So I guess it's time to message somebody.
Yeah.
Because he was working a second ago.
Perfectly fine. Not yet.
It's okay, buddy. Take your time, man.
Right. It happens, bro. It happens. Life happens. You just gotta keep living. All right.
See, we've been using this system now for me almost 12 weeks now, I think.
So like that.
9 weeks, something like that.
11. No, yeah, 8. No, 8. Like 8, 9 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the 11th week, I filmed the first 2 or 3 off of my phone. Then yeah, it fell. Oh well. Well, we have them here.
Let's do a commercial break. Remember, we have a big show on the 20th. We have, surprising news coming on Saturday. I can't say who or what.
So we'll go.
You'll have to watch.
What you gonna ask.
Of course it is. And we're back.
Welcome to Candid Conversations.
With Candid Gremlins. Got the Gremlins.
I'm telling you, isn't this today is February 24th, right? We left them alone. We left them alone. But you know what? It's fine. I sent a letter to my MPP asking them who I have to speak to where it comes to issues involving transit and safety. So yeah.
Let's keep it going. Right.
I'll get more specific when they respond. Because I left it open-ended so they'd ask me more about it. And then,
hopefully.
Yeah. It is what it is.
And Mike, you may have to restart. I don't know. Whatever you're using for a microphone.
Yeah. It's all good. We'll be here while you do that.
Say something, Mike? No, the computer one's still down.
He's gonna restart. All right, cool. Yeah, restart it. We'll be here. All right. Also, this Saturday we got. Yeah.
Oh.
He's back.
Still no sound. I think he's restarted his computer that he was using for the microphone, which is fine.
Yeah.
We'll get her.
We'll get it done.
But yeah. Saturday we have a surprise guest that we can't say anything about. Well, I will say that he's a local musician and artist.
If he is, I believe I was supposed to have this individual on my show a few months ago. Actually, no, prior to COVID, screwing everything up. So
hey, I'm gonna bring in an acoustic. We got a bass at the house. We got
I got a drum
E-drums there. Who knows?
I got a trumpet.
Yeah, who knows?
Remember the trumpet. Toot my own horn. So let's talk about little so. Let's talk about little so while we got a little bit of time here.
Are we thinking about a vendetta too?
I like don't know. It was worth it. I don't like. Okay, if we're talking about gender equality, she should get it just like other dudes got it. You know what I mean? She should. It was like equal opportunity. But I said I don't bully people with words. You know what I mean? I don't take my words and use them to make other people feel bad about themselves and what they're doing. Now, in what you've seen me accomplish in the last 13 weeks, can you explain to me why I'd want to live vicariously through anybody? Okay.
I
Like,
But I'm still trying to figure out what you did enough to piss somebody off for them to make a song for you.
bro, it's a misworded love song from a misguided mind. That's what I call these diss tracks nowadays. It's like you can sit there and think about me for 17 hours, bro. Go ahead.
But the funny thing is, the only thing that was like the only thing I gathered from it, and I don't know the story. I'm going by the song. Somebody got pissy. They got deleted off of Facebook. That's all I heard out of the whole thing.
That's all that it is, fam. That's all the story. That's all there is to the story, bro. That's all there is to the story. It's like me and you being. It's like. You know what I mean, though? I'm taken aback by the approach. It's like, okay, I'm trying to figure it out so I can word it the right way. It's like your wife and my wife being friends, right?
And us not?
And us, no. And yeah, and us not. And then your wife deleting my wife so you didn't give her a hard time over being friends. Is that not an honorable thing to do?
Sure. But I like I said, man, I heard a whole bunch of bitch, moan, and whine.
Bro, listen, man.
And then name a part of a property I'm a part of.
Oh, you heard that?
I'll take that personally.
You heard that? Like, I'm telling you, what the hell is going on here when people don't know the whole story and they're still trying to talk about it. You know, like, look at it on my chest, bro. It's on my chest. Come on. If I want, I'm so good at what I do. They wanted me to be a part of their crew. Now that I'm doing better than them, they're trying to come and pull me apart. Boo fucking who?
No, the whole track was over fucking being deleted off of Facebook.
That was it.
And you got dragged into it after.
Bro, I got problems. Show me somebody who doesn't have problems right now. Please.
This track, 899 of them, though.
Bro.
Oh, there we go. Did we fix them?
I'm hoping. No. Check the settings. Oh, wait, hold on. Here, I'm going to share my screen. Play a local video. Share my screen.
Local. I can't play a local. Who said play a local video?
No, I said that. Hold on.
Oh, we haven't. Oh, you're sharing the screen with them?
Share the screen. Go here.
Settings.
Settings, then
double check your audio output.
Audio output.
Input and input, sorry. Yes, your input. Because while you're talking, you should see that yellow green bar going.
Yeah, it should move up and down as you're talking. So no.
I got that effects may vary stuck in my head now. I can't wait to talk to them.
That's the dopest, bro. That's the dopest.
Who's that?
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll leave a screen up so that way it works.
Yeah.
Does something work?
That's working.
Yeah, I hear you, dude.
Oh, God, thank goodness.
Yeah, man.
I'll just have to keep your other little thing up, which is fine.
Okay,
That's fine.
cool.
That's fine.
We'll make it work. All right.
Hey, dude, whatever works.
I'm sorry, guys.
Oh,
No need to
or what?
call it road. The road to success is always under construction. You know what I mean? And we all have different connections, right? So
Right on. Right on.
And we're live. And we're live. So
yeah. Anybody can tape this kind of shit, but we do it on the fly. You know what I mean? So
Very little room for mistake, but it's working. So
yeah.
hey, fuck, if it works, dude, it works. What? Who's the fault?
right
Yeah,
on, right on, man.
Okay.
I'm actually currently talking to Curtis and Wolf Slicer.
Oh,
Guys we used to play with way back when.
Oh, he's one of the guys in the. Oh, he's one of the Call of Duty guys.
Yeah, remember Zero Cool?
Oh yeah, I have been a while. Sorry, yeah, definitely, man. What's up, man?
Yeah, I'm sitting there yapping with them. I still play with them all.
Nice, nice. What game you guys playing now?
Warzone and Madden.
Oh, I love Madden.
Yeah, we have a league that we play. Me, Curtis, and Wolf.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's one of those games where I'm pretty damn good at it, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's one of those games where I do a little more trash talking than any of your games.
Oh man.
No, all in fun though, of course, you know.
Yeah. I have 13. I have 12, 13, and 15. I stopped after 15 because, like, I didn't get the 4.
Mm-hmm.
I have the 3. I skipped the 4. Went to the 5. I was good at it, but I don't know if I was as good as I used to be.
Or should be.
Like I have a default. I have a video game default. It is trash talk. It doesn't matter how good I am in the game. I could be playing for the first time. I'm gonna trash talk. So what is your I guess what style of game do you play? You just said you trash talk in Madden, but is that like an overall gameplay? Like if you're playing a 2-player game that's not a co-op, are you like Mortal Kombat?
I was gonna say Mortal Kombat is definitely one of those games where I'm pretty damn good at too.
Okay.
Like, and I'm like, my guys are like the original fighters, like say Johnny Cage or Raiden. Raiden is definitely, doesn't matter who's out there. Scorpion, definitely.
Come here.
Used to piss off a lot of people with a spear, man. You just like throw them at them, and just no matter what you're doing, you be just just jumping around and also just get over here.
Yep. I was gonna say, have you seen? What is it? 10? I think they're on 11 now, but I think I saw 10. Oh my gosh, the gore!
Yeah, that's what makes it great.
The gore, like I didn't think it could get any worse than it was. Cause I had the last one I played before that was Mortal Kombat versus DC, right?
Oh yeah,
That's
a long time ago.
I remember that game. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying, bro. So, like to go from there to what game I want to see them bring back though, because we beat every level and we got gold except for one. Me and my daughter. I want to see them bring back Twisted Metal.
There's a classic.
Yeah, I just had a debate with somebody about what was better, the 3 or 2. And I think
2. 3 had some cool shit, but 2 was like a classic instantly.
2 is definitely better. I think the reason why people say 3 is because that's like for a lot of people that's like their first one they played. Like for me it was, so it's more like nostalgic. But 2 is definitely had the better maps.
I only played like Twisted Metal on the PlayStation 3. Like I played Twisted Metal, like the original Twisted Metal, but like on the 3, I only played Twisted Metal. And for the game,
Did I just went out?
Yeah, you did. For the way it played, it was really good. Like I don't usually play games over, but I played it with my wife once, and then I played it with my daughter. So it was definitely dope. We can keep you on here.
Okay,
man. I can still hear you, man. By the way, Wolf is watching. Good old Wolf Licker. Mr. Andrew. Mr. Andrew.
I was definitely
Say
gonna
something in the
howl.
chat, you rotten bastard.
I was so gonna howl. I'm
Dirty
fighting
whore.
the urge to howl.
Oh no, the best was we were playing Call. I think it was Black Ops 4,
Okay.
and we were waiting to load into a map in the lobby, and some little kid, some squeaker. Your name Wolflicker, and it just kind of stuck with him. He fucking snapped. It was great.
Oh man. Oh,
It was
man.
awesome. So it just kind of stuck now. It's just, hey, Wolflicker.
Oh God.
Oh man. I'd be remiss if I didn't say donations will be accepted but are not expected, and you can forward them to sharetheshock@gmail.com. And
Hey,
and by all means, feel free to share the love by forwarding some to exhibit1prod@gmail.com. You know what I mean? Investment and donations will be appreciated. So, and it's really funny because, like, as a business, as an individual running a business, people are like, oh, you ask for money to do something, people will look at you funny, but those same people will go and spend money in a company that's prostituting them for profit.
Oh, totally. Yeah, totally.
Like, I'm amazed. I'm amazed at the way of the world right now.
yes, it is. It's quite interesting.
Bro, people I've done nothing but good for. Oh no, it's not even about me. It's not even about me. So, like, have you ever gone out of your way to help somebody that has then turned around and just made it seem as if you're the bad guy?
Oh, that's
All the
happened,
time.
man. It happens, yeah.
All the time.
Like you took the one positive thing you had did for them, and then it just because it didn't either work out completely the way they were hoping for, or it was I'm trying to get a good example. But okay, it's a long story. Yeah, I've had that before with people where it was on from like when I was DJing. Like I brought people on set and they were like, hey, well, I just needed an opportunity because I'm not having any gigs. So I would get them somewhere like to get their foot in the door. And they would say, oh, I just didn't pay as much as I was hoping for, or it's not the kind of place I want to DJ for. But like, yes, but you realize it got you in, got your name out there. That was something that a lot of people, for him, it wasn't happening. But yeah, it ended up coming back to where no matter, even though the positive side was I was helping him out, and instead it took more of a negative thing than a positive. So a little more ungratefulness, I guess. So,
Yeah.
Inconsiderate, self-centered.
Yep. That sounds like. Let's say, yeah, keep going, because that sounds like the situation basically. So I just wanted to relate. I was just trying to figure out if it was just me, because like I've been going through a few different scenarios trying to sort out where I've done something wrong by doing what I have to do for my family and myself.
mhm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's like, let me get this straight. You're upset because you got unfriended, and then you're further
Okay,
validating.
little backstory, Mike, because you probably didn't hear this.
Oh yeah, let's give him the backstory. Okay, so
David here, for some reason, they unfriended somebody because of, tired of whatever. I don't know the whole backstory, and it's not really needed.
it was to spare
But
them. I'll even say it was to spare them chagrin
but they decided to make a diss track,
about me.
Oh.
which
Now,
the only part of it.
I could take the diss about me, but then you went and brought my wife into it.
Oh.
When
When this happened again?
Today.
Well, they posted it on the 22nd, but I didn't respond to it. So then one of my good friends decided to bring it to my attention, as if I needed to see that shit. It's like
I listened to it, and the only thing is they're mad that they got unfriended.
Belly aching
on their channel that has
2 followers.
2 followers.
Oh wow.
Whoa! Look at this. Look at.
There we go.
Back
There
on
we
here?
go. Yeah, he's back.
There we go.
So I'm
Back
just
again. Shady's back.
yeah,
Hello,
yeah,
Hello,
friend.
friend.
for real. For real. And yeah, so that's been part of my day. Meanwhile, I got this information, and you know what I did? I finished the layout for my magazine. I helped my wife cook dinner. I set up my studio downstairs. I prepared for this interview with you. And I laughed. I laughed. And I laughed. Oh man. Okay.
Yes.
That's
The hour before we decided to go live, he was just sitting there giggling while I'm trying to set shit up. It was kind of funny. That's all he was doing, was just that.
That's awesome.
I couldn't help it because it's like, yo, do you know how long it takes to write a song, fam? Like, it takes at least 2 hours to write a song. At least. I don't care who you are. About 5 minutes to write a song. No, it takes at least 2 hours to write a song.
I can send you a couple of them that I wrote in under 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's great. But it takes at least 2 hours to write a diss track, bro. At least
you
2
gotta
hours.
put some thought behind that too. Like, all right, we gotta tell this person. Find some dirt on him and something. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to go in. You have to write down point form notes, and then you got to revise them so they rhyme. And then you got to write multis and shit. Like, I've written songs in 20 minutes. Don't get me wrong, but those songs aren't as good as the songs that I write in 2 hours. You know what I mean? This was a song that they said, and it wasn't even just one person. I know there was a group. Every time I have a rap battle, hi guys, I see you, because the numbers just went up as soon as we started talking about this. So I know every time I have to battle somebody, it takes 2 or more. The police don't show up with less than 2 people. You motherfuckers better have 4.
Well, by the way, thanks to Restream. Click the link.
Yeah. Join us on Restream. If you have a podcast, if you have multiple channels that you would like to broadcast at simultaneously, join Restream with a discount on us. That's restream.io/join/lowercase z, uppercase M, 1, lowercase r, 2. Grab that link. We'll leave it up for a few minutes for you to get that. We'll leave it up until the 45-minute mark so you can grab that link on us. 45. We've been talking with Mike Golab, who is coming to us live from Erie, Pennsylvania. So,
who is a photographer, a videographer,
a
DJ if he really wants to,
Yeah.
and
a fun trash talker in the COD lobbies.
He said DJ a couple of times, and I glossed over it. So, like, what genre? What's your favorite genre to mix?
I was more into the old school hip hop, like anywhere from like 80s, 90s, blended into 2000s if you wanted to. But I've always like, once I started messing with turntables and I started like just getting creative with different genres, where it's like I can mix like disco with some kind of like rock music or something. And it sounds crazy to say that, but once you know music theory and time scaling stuff, it's just a matter of just putting them together with the right instruments, you know.
Yeah, no, it doesn't sound. You know what? It wasn't last year. I think it was the year before. DJ Mike Vibe or DJ M came through, and my dude spun some Michael Jackson with some Def Leppard or some shit like that. I'm like, what the way he did it was just like, it was like he was just spreading peanut butter and jam. Just
look up DJ Cumberbund.
DJ Cumberbund. Okay.
He mixes like all kinds of weird shit together. He'll take vocal tracks from one song and play it over something else. It's great.
Wow, man. That's dope. Yeah. I've heard that kind of stuff. So that's dope.
Well, that's what it's about. Like, it's being creative. Like, so many DJs, and I'm not trying to dish any DJs, but like just from being in the business for as long as I was, I've seen it where they just all play the same stuff, because if one DJ was busy or was getting a nice crowd somewhere else to try to copycat that same kind of music. Like, oh, that's the DJ playing that kind of songs, then I'm gonna play this same kind of song in the same, at certain times of the night. But which is whatever. But I always admire DJs that had their own style unique to it. So that inspired me to like, try something different. It's like, so I don't have to do the same thing. I could do my own thing. Okay, watch this. I'm gonna play this song with that song, and it's a catch you off guard. But hopefully, by mixing stuff, it'll still sound good too. If based on who you're trying to play for.
Mm-hmm.
But
seems like somebody else agrees with us.
A big mixing of different genres.
There you go.
Yeah, it definitely adds flavor to it. It's like when you're playing, like for me, I don't really have as many acapellas as like I have a lot of acapellas, but I haven't really tried the whole acapella over a different instrumental thing. Like beat blending I've done, like in the sense of taking a beat or the two songs and cross fading one out so you hear the vocals of the second one matched up with the beat. But like genre skipping is like I'll go like playing something smooth and then just kind of throwing a swerve and then just getting people all upbeat with something and then kind of playing with that emotion for a little bit and then bringing them back down, kind of like the climactic variances. So
yeah, you get what they call it. They call it a crowd control. So you get them where, like, especially a lot of clubs, certain bars, they use that to help make money. Because I started when I remember one of my first gigs, I was just trying to get everybody just all pumped up and dancing and whatever, and then was doing great. And I had the bar manager walked up to me and said, "Hey, you're doing a great job. Like everybody's enjoying themselves." Like, "Oh, thank you." He goes, "We gotta start making some money though." So I learned how to like bring it down a notch to where not like bore them out, but just where it's like more subtle. Where it's like, okay, well, it's this nice, more talk music. You hang out with your friends, you go get a drink, whatever, taking pictures, selfies with friends, and then you start turning it back up so they can start getting back into the dance floor. So it's one of those. That's the art of being a DJ, is to get them to where they can just, direct them to where like, hey, we're gonna slow it down a little bit. We're gonna speed it back up and play some new stuff here. What's hot right now, and then at the end of the night, kind of bring it back down, because if it's like 2:00 in the morning, people are all drunk and all amped up, man. That's when you gotta kind of bring it back down. Like, we're back to square one here, guys. So you're not like flipping bar tables over or something like that. I've seen it.
You're not doing the kick and stab on the way out.
No, no.
Oh, it's the same thing as a rock show. You start off a little slow and mellow, something that'll hit them in the face, but not get them too crazy. And then you just build, drop it, and then build.
Yep.
Yeah, same thing. I think David would have liked your mixes. I don't know. I may still have one or two that you've sent me somewhere.
Hey man, if you got any mixes, feel free to forward them. I was gonna say, like, I could send you. I have a couple of mixes, but they won't let me upload them to anybody, so I'll just be distributing them for free as I make them. Fuck.
There you go. There you go.
Distribute them as promo, because like I'll keep them on a library, print a couple copies of each. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is what it is. I'll find a way to get these released, but yeah, I'm always down to hear a new mix. Or
I got a question.
Yep.
Yeah,
because I know he works with some hip hop guys down there.
okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Mike. Let's hear some. Who are you enjoying down there in the local scene? Who needs a shout out outside of your area? Who's, who could we bring on the show that, could bring something to north of the border for them?
Man, there's so many people. One of my best friends, guys, his name's C Brown, Charles Brown, aka C Brown. He's won a number of different hip hop awards here in Erie, and he was actually, if you're watching the Christmas Carol, he was the Christmas Carol singer, or
Nice.
He's been one of the guys when I started doing this. He was like, hey, anytime I can help, man, whatever, just let me know. And so he's always been more than willing to help me in my projects and stuff. So I kind of definitely want to give him a shout out, man, because he's a phenomenal. You can look him up on his YouTube at C Brown. It's like spelled as CEE Brown, and he's a lot of great music. So a lyricalist. How do you say that word? So
Lyricist?
Lyricist.
yeah,
Lyricist. There you go.
lyricist, something like that. Yeah,
Well, have
but
him
yeah,
contact us, man. We'll put him on the show.
yeah, definitely.
The Block also has a music show where he'll play his music too while he's talking to him.
Oh,
Get
that'd be awesome.
into some get some earworms out to some people that way for him.
Yeah,
we have Sahil. I'm gonna play the commercial now because he mentioned it.
So we're pumping that guy a lot. He's from Mumbai. He's a metal musician from Mumbai. He's a humble guy. Can't wait to have him on.
Yeah, I just added C Brown. That's CEE Brown on YouTube.
okay. Yep.
Yeah. So see where that goes.
So who else? You said you have so many names. Let's hear a couple more.
I'm trying to think. I know a good music producer, hip hop producer. His name's DJ Saul. He's really good. Like him. As far as, and I know he doesn't rap, but he's definitely one to help. Big influence on the hip hop industry here in Erie. So definitely like to.
Producers do just as much as the person in front of the mic.
Yeah, he's good. Definitely. I mean, yeah, there's a lot.
I know I put you on the spot.
I'm thinking like, I mean, if I list it's only like, hey, you didn't mention my name in there. Doc Proto's good. He's a good friend of mine who's been doing this for a while. He's also their producer himself, so he's there. Man, yeah,
I know I put you on the spot.
You did, damn it.
You're doing good.
Do you notice the little logo in the top right hand corner? It says "Candid Conversation." We don't like to plan it out.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It happens, you know what I mean? It's like a regular everyday interaction. Like if we were to just bump into each other in the grocery store kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right on.
But no, everyone you name could get a possible like, could get a possible follower. So, it's always good. Even if you forget somebody, you can always make it up another time.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'll definitely make sure people know about your show and just kind of throw shout outs there as well. So I mean, the people I talk to, usually they're cool people and they just, always grateful opportunity as well. So
it's all about local music and that's local to you. And we like to hear it. So, you know what I mean? It's
right on. Definitely.
Yeah. Well, I like to flip the script from time to time. And whenever I am on a podcast, I always like to get the guests to see if there's any questions they have for the hosts.
Oh.
Yeah.
This could be dangerous.
I know, right? It's like I'm handing him the loaded weapon right now.
This is nice because I'm not used to being interviewed or on anybody else's podcast, and I just started my own, so it's kind of practice.
There's the link for it there.
Yeah, appreciate it. Nice. But yeah, so I guess if I'm gonna ask some questions, then what inspired you to do this podcast? Like, what made you want to set this up?
I gotta shout out Private Name, Private Number for this specific podcast because this is episode 83, but before this, I did a podcast for letsbeef.com for 2.5 years. They asked me to use my network to kind of further influence what was going on with theirs. So I did that, and then I decided to start my own podcast. But this one specifically, I was talking to Private Name, Private Number, who's an artist out of Toronto, and he said, the music podcast you got is good, but sometimes it's hard to hear the people you're talking to. So why not just start an interview podcast? and I started it up, and then a couple weeks ago I met Jay, and Jay's been helping me with the behind the scenes, and now coming on the scene. So it was a way to expose the other side of artists and business people, of the rest of the personality, so to speak. Because when I had the music show, I'm the artist. This is me. But like this show, what else is there to you, kind of thing.
This kind of show, it's where you can just sit around and shoot the shit, talk about whatever you wish. It's like sitting at the kitchen table.
Yeah, that's
or sitting at the barber shop. You know what I mean? You're just hanging out with some people.
Yes, that's actually what I try to do as well. Like I have a couple questions, just like yourself. You had a couple questions. You had obviously planned. But after that, it's kind of just going with the flow of the conversation, And sometimes you have questions, but then someone else, whoever your guest is on the show, says something. You're like, oh, I got another question because what we just said there. So it's just kind of, I like that. It keeps it more of a chill atmosphere, honestly. So
well, we went from what you did to COD to music. We've bounced around a few different things and kept it going. That's the fun part.
I can't even call it beef. It's tofu.
Tasteless, meaneliness, gelatinous cube.
It just takes on the flavor of whatever's in it. It's tofu.
I've never had tofu before.
You don't want it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's tofu. Only a handful of people fuck with it. Oh man!
Oh God, David!
I am so sorry. You see, I'm glad this isn't the one where I have to be professional. We'll get one of those eventually.
We have one that you have to be professional on.
Eventually, we will. Eventually. Oh man. Oh gosh, that is too much. That's too much. I can't stop laughing at it. I try to think about something else. I think about something else, then my mind connects it to that other thing, and I just start laughing again. It's fucking hilarious.
Was this tofu?
No, his diss song. He keeps chuckling about it.
Oh, I was gonna say because a couple of years back, I actually tried to go meatless. I did it for about a year.
Really?
Yeah, it went a year, and I did fine actually. Then I went too far and tried to be vegan, and it was just not for me. But the reason why I brought it up is because someone was telling me I started trying to find ways to still get the protein. I'll eat fish. I still eat fish, but it was like, well, you should eat tofu. And I was like, I grabbed this thing like a Jello pack. I was like, yeah, I'm not eating that shit. I'm not eating that. No, can't do it.
Jelly byproduct.
That's what it looks like. It's like soybean jelly, whatever it is.
It's soybean byproduct. It might as well be gasoline.
Yeah,
byproduct of something else.
I mean, I'm not a picky eater, man, but there's just some things. If I look at it, if it just doesn't look right, I'm not touching it. So
for real.
Sarah's in on the conversation again.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
They do love the tofu.
Vegetarians love the tofu. Oh man, yeah, they do.
I can't stomach this stuff. I personally, and I eat a lot of like Thai food that it comes in. A lot of Thai food comes with, and I throw it aside. I don't like it.
I mean, I'm not against being vegetarian because I said I did it for about a year, and I love eat tons of vegetables. There's a lot of ways to get protein, but I definitely couldn't do vegan because I just I love fish. I'll eat that. I love cheese, and so it kind of goes like I mean, there's dairy-free cheese in it. It just doesn't taste anywhere near like cheese.
No, I'm a meatitarian. Sorry, guys.
I get food. You know what I mean? If it's food, I'll consider it.
Well, we had oxtail last weekend.
Yeah, bro.
Our Saturday show's a potluck, so we make different foods in that, and we had it. But they made oxtail.
Yeah, this Saturday we're gonna be having ackee and saltfish with plantain and fried dumpling for lunch, and we're gonna be having poutine for dinner. Yeah, yeah, we gonna have a good time.
It's okay. It's funny you mentioned ox because I don't know if you guys up there do you have like thing called ox roast? Are you that familiar, you guys, with ox roast?
I am not familiar with it, but I wouldn't be surprised if like he's nodding his head off. Yeah, so
Jay,
yeah.
yeah, he knows. Oh yeah, so down here we have a place that makes like hot dogs and ham, whatever, but they have ox roast. And I found out that it's not actually made out of ox. When I was a kid, we thought it was ox because you said ox roast, and my parents was like, "That's more like roast beef," but it's just it's processed a little differently. So it's basically roast beef. It's not actually ox. So that's how it is down here. So we have ox roast, but it's not actually made out of ox. It's weird.
Okay, okay.
It's kind of like welfare cheese.
Yeah, basically
Oh my gosh, wow.
like government cheese.
No, yeah, government cheese, welfare cheese. It's an actual thing in the States where they take all the odds and ends cheesemakers do and make it into a block and they donate it.
I'll tell you, the first time I had government cheese, I didn't. Now, growing up, like my parents we weren't rich or we weren't poor. We were kind of like in like just barely over middle class. So
Mhm.
we didn't have it at my house. But I remember got out of wrestling practice with my buddy's house, and he's like, "Hey, we're making grilled cheese." So that's cool. And he got this big block come out, and then I looked at it, and he's like trying like he's pushing all his might to cut into it. I was like, "What the hell are you doing, man?" It's like stale Velveeta. It's like that's government
Yep.
cheese. I never heard of it. So I had it. I tell you, I still think that it was made one of the best grilled cheese sandwiches. Just how gooey the cheese was once you cook it, but just bring it out. It's all this solid block, man. It's like a cinder block, man. You just trying to cut into it, but it made the best grilled cheese, man.
Hey, telling you, like some of the best dishes come out of ghetto situations.
I agree. I agree.
I'm not even
I
gonna
grew
lie.
up on that ghetto food.
Yeah.
I mean, like, and I was in that same situation. Like, you know what I mean? Weren't the richest, weren't poor. Always had a meal. You know what I mean? Always had a roof over the head, clothes on the
Mhm.
back, kind of thing. But there was some suspect meals, bro. Like,
And you're Caribbean, so it could a lot of shit could get passed with the seasoning that goes on
bro,
it.
listen, man. Look, the foot off of any animal can make a soup, eh? Just remember that.
Oh yeah.
Coming
Oh,
from
yeah.
Caribbean. Cow foot, goat foot, chicken foot soup, whatever you don't want that. All right, cool.
If it could be boiled for flavor, it would be.
Oh my gosh, pigtail, oxtail,
Oh,
like the whole nine, bro. Like things that some people look in the world and just like, what the fuck? We done made a delicacy out of. It's just, it's just what it is.
Once
So
this
it's like,
damn border opens up, you need to come up for our potluck.
yeah, man, for real.
Come up for some eats.
Speaking of eats, what would if coming up to the potluck or when, what would you bring as a meal?
You
A
know,
signature dish that you think everybody should have.
that's the good one. You know, so my family's Polish, so I make a lot of pierogi. So I think I make one of the best damn pierogies, like bar none. So
I need a homemade pierogi. Now, like, do you make those little? Do you make those fucking little grocery store pierogies, or are those
no,
like?
no, get out of here, get out of here. The the Mrs. T's, that's what they call them. They're down here, but I don't know if they have over there. But yes, I don't eat that stuff.
Oh,
I
fuck.
because okay, so it's I remember like we grew up as a kid having that, and then my grandma looked at me and she's like, "Well, what would you make this for? We make it homemade. We actually have to stretch out the dough. And you put the potato fillings into it, and you have to pinch them off, and then if you want, you can whatever you don't boil, you can freeze it later. Otherwise, you boil it, whatever, and then you can just fry it up. But you can make whatever you want on a pierogi.
No.
You could put potatoes and cheese. You could put broccoli and cheese you want. If it's that, if you could do onions and chives, or sour cream, you could do whatever you want
Pulled
with it.
pork.
I like
Or
that
pork.
3 cheese and
Yep.
bacon. I like that 3 cheese and bacon. That's just.
Now, what do you prefer? Boiled or fried, or boiled then fried?
Boil and fry. Boil and fried,
I
definitely.
kind of like. I'm starting to like the baked. It's actually not bad baked either.
Yeah, I tried big a couple of times. I'll eat it. I mean, actually, I'm not a picky person.
I'm too impatient for that shit.
He wants it now. Yeah, I don't blame you.
Says the man that cooked the oxtail for 9 hours.
Hey man, that's different. That's different. That required it. You know what I mean? Like there's something like you and I both know there's certain chord progressions that are worth that extra time. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Yo, since we talk about food,
yeah.
I actually just a couple days ago I bought one of those. It's like a high pressure cooker with the air fryer.
Instapot.
The Instant Pot,
Pot?
yes. Yeah, I've heard about this for so long, and I was kind of skeptical about it. And because I'm one of those people, I buy things later after everybody already had one or two of them. So
Yep.
I bought one, and dude, I made so much chicken in 8 minutes, like 3 pounds of chicken in 8 minutes, and I was in awe. I was like, dude, this normally would take me longer because the prepping part took the longest, putting the rub on it, whatever, cutting it up. But once you get it pressurized, like 8 minutes it took. It's the greatest thing I ever came across as far as cooking utensils.
I've had one for about 4 years now.
Great.
See, I'm a late bloomer with this stuff, man.
You can make yogurt in it too.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's not what I bought it for. I didn't buy it for that, but it was like just the air fryer. Like, I can't wait to try it. I'm gonna try to do some pierogi with the air fryer. See how that goes.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that thing. I make soup from scratch inside of 15 minutes.
My camera go out. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
Well, we can still hear you.
We got you still. There you
I'll
go.
come back up there.
Oh.
Okay.
Pressure cook. I don't really fuck with the pressure cookers too tough still. But like I'm getting closer and closer to wanting to.
Did you shut them off?
Huh?
No, well.
No, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went off for a second, but we're good.
Nah, we're good. But no, food.
It's funny. My mom just texted me about it just popped up on the phone here, but she mentions about like recipes for Instant Pot, so she must be reading my mind or something. I don't know, but because she was because she saw my post about it, and she's like, I saw your post about Instant Pot. When did you buy that? I said, buy like 2 days ago. And she's like, I was just gonna get that, like buy it for you as a gift or something, whatever. So it's just funny how that worked. So
bless you. The universe and its wonders. Universe and its wonders. Oh man. That's great. That's great.
Last I checked, the Leaf game 0-0.
Okay.
Who are they playing?
I'm gonna double check. Calgary.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm actually a Bruins fan, so we played.
Oh,
dude, it's weird how that, because I know a lot has to do with the COVID as far as they changed the divisions up, so the Bruins don't get to play the Canadians like they normally would, the Montreal Canadiens. So they just changed it up for we play like the same, 7, 8 teams now, whatever.
In a division.
Yeah. So
travel.
we'll be definitely playing the Leafs. So that's Bruins kind of a rival in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll see how the playoffs go.
Yeah, my wife's the Bruins fan.
Because remember, at this second, the Leafs are first overall in the whole league.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. This is the part where I move to the left.
I must have missed the standard. I thought the Bruins were number one. They must have been.
The Bruins are probably number one.
Bruins are 6, but they also have 4 games in hand at the moment.
Okay, a lot happened in the last couple of games. I haven't. Well, I try to follow as much as I can. It's usually football. Football is what I can follow because they play once a week, and then after like the playoffs, once the football season's done, then I start focusing on hockey. And I remember they were, I don't know. I gotta look stuff up now because I feel like I'm out of the game here the last couple games.
It's been interesting.
I'll take it.
What do you think of? Do you think Pittsburgh's going to keep the Roethlisberger? Big Ben?
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. They'll keep him.
I don't know. They got to restructure that $40-something million contract first.
Well, I'm sure they will. like $41 million cap, I think it was. It said today.
Yeah, it's what his paycheck's going to be, but he doesn't care what it's going to be. They can chop it.
Yeah, he did say that on record. So I think as long as he's, going to reconstruct his contract, they'll keep him. I mean, they're not going to let him just go, especially in a league where it's hard to find good quarterbacks. It really is.
Well, didn't they let Brady go? And look what he done.
Yeah, he's in Tampa.
Oh,
He just won ring number 7.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that because I'm a Brady guy no matter who he plays for, really. So I was hoping he didn't go to like the Giants or something like that, but he didn't. So I was still rooted for him regardless. But yeah, he had a great year.
He's done something that no other football player's been able to do.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the other 2 greats before him that left the team that they only ever played for and went to another one and didn't do anything.
Montana.
Huh?
Ooh.
Favre.
Who was another? Yeah, Favre. Yeah, he almost did. I remember
almost, but he didn't.
I love Brett Favre. I just his toughness in the game. Like he had that a bit of a gunslinger. Like it's this triple coverage. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna try to beat that out here. Like you probably should go here instead, but he's gonna throw it over here. So
I always
it was
look
fun
for
to
the big
watch.
play.
Yep, and it was 50-50 with him. It's gonna be a game winner or it's gonna be an interception. That's what happened against the Saints, and it was just crazy because I was watching it. At that point, my team was already knocked out of the playoffs, but so I was hoping that Favre would have won it and got to end the championship game, and yeah, and the rest is history. So
he was able to do it with another team on the first year he joined them. So you got to give him props, regardless of the era issues and whatever. He's a GOAT.
Yeah, and it's even harder nowadays because of the cap space, the salary cap and all that. So, and he did it against a very good football team, the Chiefs, where it's crazy how Vegas put them as favorites. But if you look at the overall matchup, see, I get into football. I'll try not to say too much, but you look at the matchup is the Buccaneers have way more talent overall across the board. So that helped out for Brady, but also he's helped that team showed the team that they could be, had that leadership for him that they can win those games, and took his winning attitude over to that team, and that's all they needed. And he might play there 3 or 4 more years, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is something special, regardless of what anyone thinks of him. I'm tired of hearing about it, but hey, you got to get do where dues due, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
That's true.
What are you thinking there, David?
Just got another friend request. I'm adding them. It's probably going to be it's definitely a different line of things, but hey, who knows? Life's a culture shock. See what I did there? Just bam, right there. Culture shock.
And David's learned the hard way a few times.
Yeah. There's just some things you just got to let roll off your shoulder, really. It's like, am I going to spend daunting amounts of time trying to figure out why this happened, or am I going to do what I need to do for me?
We got a pretty busy Saturday coming up.
Saturday is pretty damn busy. That's why I don't have no time for no bad minds, solemn out, frowns at crutches, runt.
Oh, there's the Jamaican. There's the Jamaican coming. He's mad. Yeah. He's done.
There's more to life than podcasts. I know. I've been on the phone with the office of the premier for the last 11, going on 12 years. Talk to me, please. Oh my God.
So who else can we poach from Erie to come up and yap with us?
Yeah, man. Who can we get on this podcast and live it up with? Because
oh man, my buddy Gabriel Martinez, he's got involved with filming himself, but he's also becoming more into an acting role. So he's got a lot of great personality. He's definitely someone you want to talk with. So
okay.
And so I could always shoot you some names later on to
Oh, please do.
Later,
if you think they're worthy, then we'll definitely have a chat with them. For sure.
If anybody says to you, "Oh, you never said my name," you can invite them first, though.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
And we have
Oh,
multiple shows, so it's even better.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, I just want to, it's been a while. Catching up on
Yeah.
a lot of shit. Like, it's good to see you. And
Yeah,
Don't
man,
mind
hear ya.
definitely. Yeah, definitely, man. Same. It's just
Don't mind
crazy
me
how like
I said, don't mind me checking. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying, don't mind me checking my watch. My phone's buzzing off, and I'm trying to see if it's one of the important calls that I got to address.
Oh yeah,
So,
I hear
Okay,
you.
well, before we go into anything, let's do this because, donations are always welcome, and this man does everything himself like we do, so you can
yeah,
always hit him up on PayPal if you feel generous enough.
yeah.
Appreciate
And
it,
if you're
guys.
still, oh yeah, that freaking commercial is amazing.
Yeah.
I really want to steal parts of it and use it to continue using it. Like,
I'm
there's some
not gonna
great shit
lie.
on there.
I was gonna ask if that was a possibility, but like, don't feel obligated.
Oh man, you could use what that intro where it says candid conversation. Yeah, you can have that, man. That's fine. Well, I can say, or I can even make something for you, man. If you whatever's easier for you, man. So that way you just.
Jeez, bro, I didn't want to put you out of place, but like, man, that would be dope. That would be super dope.
So
And
that
we can keep running
PayPal
this. We can
link.
run your links. We can run your links whenever we play the commercial kind of thing.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Definitely, man. I mean, you guys have helped me out, give me opportunity to to shine a little bit. So I definitely least I can do
A little
in
bit.
return.
I would show anything we've done so far.
Yeah, man. Like I said, everybody and that's not to say we expect anybody who comes on the show to do what you did, but it was just like
It was a culture shock.
You're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be on your show. Okay, boom, here you go. Here's the promo. It's like, well, that saved me a day of work. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I was hoping I wasn't doing too much, but I figure like I had a bunch of clips I could have used, but I was like, I'll just keep it short. So way Jay mentioned like keep around like if best keep around like the 30, 40 second range, which is perfect, But yeah, definitely. I have a lot of fun doing that kind of stuff and just being creative,
Like I said showcase your talent. What did you do? Upstage everybody.
Put that stage, jacked it up.
I appreciate it.
That's good though, because you know what I mean. There's people who will get all offended when you do better than something better than them instead of saying, "Hey, can you show me how to do that?"
That's a smart way, yeah.
Dude, I got the email and literally 5 seconds later, I went, David, I sent you something. Pick your jaw off the floor.
Yeah. I looked at it. I was just like, okay, this is dope. So when are we launching it? Like, are we gonna play this? Like, I was gonna put it on my page that day, but we launched it through the site.
Restream. Yep.
Restream.io. Y'all need to if you know someone who is
It's already up.
if you know someone who is looking for a solution to their streaming, be sure to check out Restream.io. Restream.io, the solution to your broadcasting needs. Okay. Y'all don't make me a liar now. Don't make me a liar out there. Candid Conversations episode 83. We got Mike Golab on here. We also have Driving Under Insanity as well. Oh my goodness. This is the 83rd episode.
I got a question.
You.
Are you doing another short film anytime soon?
Oh yeah. We have a couple that we're working on. I have a history of working on so many projects at one time because I have like these ideas I just don't want to go away. So I have different projects, but I know I'm working on my actual first full movie. So, but yeah, I'll have a couple of small short films on the way. I
Let me know.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm pretty sure we'll find somewhere on one of the channels to stream them for you to help you out.
No, I appreciate it, man. Definitely.
Yeah, no, definitely. Because, like, Oh, there's some. Oh, I just had an idea, but I'll talk about it off camera. I don't want people to go and take our idea and do something.
Yeah,
That,
yeah.
you know what I mean? So
No, we have enough of that already.
yeah, that happened to it. Yo, listen, man. Listen, to those of you who are using Restream because of me, thank you, and you're welcome. To those of you who are trying to watch what we're doing and do it better, good fucking luck. To those of you, to those of you who think that I am joking about what's going on where it comes to me ascending to the form of Brock Lesnar, keep playing with yourself. Keep playing with yourself. That's all I gotta say, man. Like, just,
If I remember correctly, Mike likes wrestling, don't you?
Yeah,
Or are you not into it so much anymore?
I haven't really watched as much anymore. Every once in a while, I'll turn into it. I'll turn it on to see what's there. But I was always more into like the older wrestlers. Just I grew up like a Stone Cold Steve Austin fan, obviously.
Yes.
It's just something about like rebelling against your boss. It's like the most badass thing that you can do in a wrestling business. So I was like, I kind of gravitated towards that. Bill Goldberg, because I thought he was awesome and just ripped through, like, just destroy opponents, man. In the ring, it was just.
Do you know who's fun to watch and actually follow him on Facebook? Mick Foley. You gotta follow him.
Mick Foley was awesome. Yeah,
You should see the shit he throws up on Facebook. Old pictures, memories. It's great.
Yeah.
He went to some of his matches, man. I mean, really, like all of them. Really, he just guy could take an ass whooping, man, and it's just somehow it was just he would take an ass whooping, and he'll have a smile on his face after he's doing it. Like, what's wrong?
Because his whole life was to make sure everybody walked away from a show going, "Fuck, that was amazing."
And he succeeded very much so.
Well, I'm sure you guys obviously remember when he got tossed off the cage with Taker.
We were talking about that not too long ago, actually.
Yeah.
Yep. And so I watched a lot of the wrestling documentaries just because I was always curious about the behind the scenes. So once you get older, you understand that it's all scripted. When you're kids, your parents were like telling you how. I remember I was watching it like when Hulk Hogan was still, in his prime, and I was so happy that he won. My dad's like, that stuff's fake, right? And it broke my heart because I thought it was real. It's like, what do you mean? Like the moves are real, but the matches are already staged. They already know who's going to win. So I watched a lot of documentary, just just stuff behind the stage, like how do they set it up?
The production side.
Yeah, exactly. So when Mick Foley was talking about that match with Undertaker, he said, that was completely impromptu, throwing up the cage. Because Taker, they have both talking, and he's like, yeah, I just remember Mick Foley just randomly said, hey, just see that table down there? Yeah, throw it into the Spanish table. It's always a Spanish table too, by the way. I don't know why, but into their announcement table. He's like, yeah, and Taker's like, what? He's like, dude, just toss me down a minute. I'm not
like, I'm going to kill you. He's like, do it.
He's like, just do it. He goes, if you do it, it'll let the roof's gonna blow off the place, man. And then he tossed him off. If you look closely, you'll see him like kind of like smirking when he's laying there. It's just
to top that story off, because recently the Undertaker retired, right? And he actually started doing like talk shows and that. And he went and he talked and he said after he dropped him down there, he went down there expecting him to be dead. When you see him talking to the ref, he's telling the ref, I think he's dead. Get somebody out here. The ref just said, go, go, go. And he went down. When he saw him go down, he was talking to him like, Nick, you alive? You okay? Like, you breathing? And he was talking about that. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Talk about doing it for the show.
And here's the thing, too, is you would think that any of us, if it was me, I'd been destroyed. But, like, they put him on a stretcher, and then he just somehow, like, I think Taker was just kind of like, at this point, he's just going with the motion, like, I don't know what to do. I just keep so and Vic was telling him, like, we're going to keep wrestling, man. So he took him off the stretcher, and later on, he got actually thrown through the cage.
The cage broke.
Yeah, that was totally accident. Those two things, the thrown off was intentional by Mick Foley, even though none of them planned that. And he got chokeslammed through the cage. That was completely a malfunction in the cage. So he wasn't expecting that. So
he got lucky that second time, because if he say his pants caught on the cage or some shit, or his shirt caught on the cage and he didn't fall the right way,
or he just rotated the wrong way.
Yeah.
Cold chill. I just got a cold chill thinking about that shit.
Because the cage is what, 20 feet tall, 30 feet tall?
25 from the ground, I think.
Yeah.
He's probably thinking too that falling off the first jump was actually a lot bigger than that second one, but still, I imagine it hurts, man.
Well, you're still falling on. The ring floor is, just cables and plywood.
Yeah.
Underneath that mat, so you're falling onto a floor that has a little bit of bounce. That hurts more. That's a pretty big concussion. Shock to the body.
Definitely. Yeah.
People follow a story and they'll shit themselves if they hit the ground back first.
That was at least a story and a half, if not two.
Insane, man.
Yeah.
There was a lot of great matches back then, though.
Yeah.
And before that, Demolition always had crazy matches.
Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon in the first ladder match.
Oh.
Yeah.
Isn't that when Shawn Michaels got his leg caught? He got tossed off the ladder, but his leg got stuck in the rope, like he's upside down.
Yeah.
And then obviously Razor Ramon won the match. But yeah, that was definitely a classic match.
Yep.
I was big into watching Kurt Angle all these years wrestling. He was for some of the best match. Him and Shane McMahon, which you wouldn't think that McMahon would be associated to a great match like that, but that was a phenomenal match.
When he got suplexed through the King of the Ring sign, oh my god! Because it was the first time he didn't go. The first time he didn't go, and the second he's like, "Yeah," Angle's like, "You're going through this, bitch."
Oh god, dude! Here's the crazy part, man. So it took 2 tries the first way, but then Angle's, I guess Shane McMahon said, "Throw me the second time," and that was Shane McMahon's idea. He's like, "I want you to throw me through this." So the first time he bounced it, he landed on his head, whatever. So it's like, I'm surprised he didn't break his neck doing that. So he went through the second time, and then he said, "Go throw me back the other way." And they tried 2 or 3 times before he finally got through.
Oh my gosh!
So he got about 5, suplexes initially.
Oh my gosh!
The screw job, I remember watching that live.
Yeah. But if we want to fast forward to the current stuff, have you ever watched NXT?
I've saw parts of it. I think it was I'm trying to think. The only wrestler that I actually looked recently, I guess, or recent year, or how you want, like I was big on CM Punk. I liked him.
Yeah.
CM Punk, Daniel Bryan. I mean, I don't know. I mean, people have their opinions. John Cena was definitely, top dog and promos for like the last decade and a half, whatever. But
yeah,
I like wrestlers who can cut good promo.
Then you'd if you watch NXT, if you have a 2 hours to watch NXT, that'll be some of the best 2 hours you spent watching wrestling in the new era. It's run by Triple H, and Shawn Michaels runs NXT UK.
Okay.
So those two are they're obviously everybody knows that it's scripted, choreographed, whatever you want to call it, but the bumps are real, bro. People are getting injured and shit. People are like the impact that you see now, it looks so it's okay, like a DDT back in the day would be a finisher. Now you're getting a tornado DDT from the top rope kind of thing. You know what I mean? There's this one chick that does this corkscrew, this spinning tilt-a-whirl corkscrew dive off the top rope. Fucking crazy. She's spinning like this while spinning like this at the same time. So she's I don't even know how to describe it. I can't even show you, but
it's crazy.
It's fun.
You should try and video chat him when he's watching it.
Oh man. It's on right now, actually.
What? And you're not in front of the TV. I'm impressed.
Yeah, man, because I know my priorities. I got this.
Have you watched the AEW? What's it's called?
Yeah. Not yet, not too much, but they just signed Big Show to commentary.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that
oh,
just happened like today.
Yep.
Did he retire or something from wrestling?
I think so.
I saw that
I'm
on Mick Foley's page, actually.
Yeah, I'm so out of date, man. I go back and watch some of the old wrestling films, but I don't know. I'm one of those people, man. Just I like things when I was like I
Mhm.
want to say like I was a kid, like older stuff, like older music, older TV shows. I like some new stuff, but I don't want to feel like I'm stuck in the past or anything. But just I think because some things are more of a nostalgic feels, where it's like when you're a kid, everything seems bigger than what it really is.
Yes.
So
Yes.
when you watch shows, you also associate with memories of your friends, whatever. That's why music's always been like kind of, if you watch, like, if you're like me, I was always into like some rock and hip hop, and I didn't have like, I guess I was trying to fit in with some friends, so I listened to certain music with these guys here, and I'll listen to certain music with those people over here. But so I associate a lot of music for just memories of people I used to hang out with and stuff, and so I guess that's what nostalgia is all about. Really, it could be music, it could be shows, could be a game you play, whatever it is. So
Smell of food.
Yeah.
yeah,
Scent is tied very strongly to memory.
David brought me. Because I grew up where I grew up, and a lot of my childhood memories of food and that are similar to David's.
Yeah.
And I started talking about this cake, and he brought it one day, and I swear I was gonna tear up because I haven't had it in so long.
Oh man, I didn't know it was that bad. I just heard you talk about it, and like you talked about it so passionately. I'm just like, okay, let me just. And I went to the store and I saw it. I'm just like, okay, let me just grab this because you know what, he talked about it, and then I brought it because that's just the kind of person I am. If I hear someone talk about something and I see it, I feel like it's my duty almost to get that thing for that person, kind of thing. So yeah, that was just just did that,
His
and
phone really hates staying online.
it does.
yeah. I think it's like it shows I'm still here on my phone, but then it just I don't know.
I don't know. That's
all
fine.
good.
We can still hear you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I speaking of foods, like I remember so my parents, like, again, like we didn't have the most money, so they had 5 kids in the house. You had to buy based on budget, and we used to have these little frozen burritos, man. They're like, now they're like, you go to the store, they're like 50 cents a piece, man. It's so cheap. But I haven't seen it in years until like about a year ago, and I was so excited to buy like 50-cent burritos. I'm like, oh my god, these are the ones I had when I was a kid. And they're like, "What are you so excited about these for?" I'm like, "You don't understand. I grew up on these." And these
Yep.
little banquet pot pies and stuff, like the
Yeah.
75-cent pot pies. I grew up on those.
Mhm.
I probably wouldn't eat as much anymore, just because I have a different diet. But it had that nostalgic feel when you're a kid. Like, and
It brings
I
it
felt
back to a memory.
so. And then
Yeah.
you see, it's like one of those, like, if I eat this, maybe I'll watch like some old wrestling or old TV show with this old dinner and listen to old music. So now you try to like do
Mhm.
a nostalgic overload here, and and you're like,
Yeah.
what year am I in now?
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's dope. That's dope. It's interesting how things connect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's really dope. So, holy, we have been at it for an hour and a half.
I think we're
Sure.
good.
I'm sure.
Yeah, we talked a lot about Call of
Yeah.
Duty, food, wrestling,
Yeah,
music,
You're welcome back
uh,
anytime, dude.
more food.
Anytime, brother.
anytime,
I
brother.
appreciate it, man. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
If
I
you're
look
ever
forward.
bored and you see us on, shoot one of us a message.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
man.
easy. Easy,
Yeah,
easy, easy peasy.
tune in, and we'll keep you keep the people up to date with what you're doing. And yeah, man, I appreciate you coming out. It's been dope to chop it up. You know what I mean? I'm liking what we're doing here. We're doing a good thing. So you
Yeah,
know what I mean? And that video again, man, if you're like, oh, like I don't think you're like, I wish we could have, like, I wish these servers, like, you're ahead of the game right now because it cannot play on the server the way it is. So whatever you did, you put so much quality into it that it can't even be handled right now.
It did
so
it not even on the second, not even on the
Watch.
second version.
I'll play it. I'll play it for a second and watch.
Yeah.
Sometimes it catches, sometimes it doesn't. It's like I can live stream it and it would be fine.
Let's see if it works. Let's see if it works on the live stream.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Festus, I will upload it to our YouTube channel as long as you're okay with it. And we'll
Yeah.
pump it on there all day long and leave it there. Like it's phenomenal, dude. Like,
Bro, like you gotta understand. I don't even care what it just showed you right there. I saw how it actually plays out, and it's phenomenal. it's great. It's like, yeah. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, well, can we use this for the intro?
you put David's years of experience to shame.
Oh,
I never studied audio. I never studied video. I studied audio.
And it made it even worse when you said you've only been doing it a year.
If I studied video for as long as I studied audio, and then you did that, that would be a problem. That would definitely be a problem. But like, no, I haven't actively engaged in I've never been as graphically inclined as I am literary. So I just kind of like, when I saw that, I was just like, okay, there's a benchmark that I can ascend to, because I just like, the industry has its own margins, and you know what I mean, like, but I know there are things that can be done outside of the quote unquote industry standard that will be seen in a good light. So you know what I mean, I'm just trying to work with the people who know what that light is and are willing to shine it on each other.
We keep lifting each other.
Right on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what it's about, you know. It's definitely teamwork, man. I always tell people it's just this. It seems like things work out better if you can just, you know, help each other out with different, you know, exposure for as like, you know, business opportunities, you know, career opportunities, and it's just hard to do it by yourself, man. So it's good that someone helped you out. You give them the same kind of gesture in return. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely all about that. And by the way, man, when you're talking about like, you know, the video editing stuff for yourself, I mean, I look at like everybody's got their own set of talents and abilities. So some things for other people come natural. Like I can't draw at all, man. I can't draw, can't sing. I don't have those kind of talents. But you know, it was just with dealing. I took what I learned from DJing for audio wise, and I took what I learned from photography and put them into like just the editing portion. And it's been. I'm still trying to get better, but it's just everybody's got some kind of talent. Some people are naturally comedians. Some people are instrumentalists. But I think it's good to find your gift, whatever it is, man. And just go for it.
I will say, dude, you have an eye in an ear.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks, man.
See, I've had the pleasure of hearing your DJing stuff from back in the day, and now to watch your video stuff, it's great.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man. Definitely. I just try because I tell you
I'm
what,
pretty
man,
sure
it's
I'm the
even,
only person on your.
it beats working
I'm pretty
at.
sure I'm the only. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You good.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure I'm the only person left on your Facebook from PlayStation days.
Yeah, I thought Kane was on there.
Is he? I don't know. I haven't. Kane's been so busy.
Yeah,
you know, raising twin daughters.
I bet. Yes, I haven't talked to him so long, but I think it was you and him, and that's all. That's it. As far as I know. I don't know. I've. It's been a while, and sometimes I'm just bad with names. Like you and him, the only two people that I know we're out the bat for the most part. Just 'cause I talk to you guys the most during those times, but so yeah, definitely, man. It's crazy how time flies, man.
No, it's been an honor to watch you, change from what we were then to where you are now, and how you're still fighting, but differently now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. I know what you mean, man. I agree.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. All right, this has been. I think we're about to wrap it up. This has been Candid
Well,
Conversations.
let's let this man go through his spew down there.
Yeah.
83, but we are gonna hear from Mike Golab as to where you can get in contact with him and see his latest work. So, as we'll go from the bottom up. This is your YouTube, your podcast, actually.
Yes.
Podcast YouTube.
Yeah. So I had to start up 2 different ones because I was recommended that I did have a separate one for dedicated to podcasts, and since if people are watching the podcast, they see a lot of short films or any of my projects, it might throw them off and want to be and watch the podcast, and vice versa. So yeah, so definitely the Exhibit One podcast. We start a whole new channel, so it's obviously it's just started up for our subscribers right now. So if you look at it, you see like 4 or 5 people just started up. That's just a couple days ago. So it just takes time to build up. It's like anything you do, it takes time to get going. So, but yeah, we also have the Exhibit One Production, which is technically the main YouTube account that we started a while ago, and just been trying to, slowly add more content on there that you can find, or any of the short films we do, any video related outside the podcast is on there. So that's a good way to go. Instagram would definitely be where I have show some of my photography work on there, or as well as promoting other brief promotions of short films or up to date upcoming projects there. So definitely you can check it out there as well. And wonderful Facebook, as we all know it. It's where as for these One Productions, where that's the main business page on Facebook. Go there as well, and it has different links to all the social media accounts. You can go to see it's all linked together as one. So definitely say hello if you can, whatever. So
And donations are always welcome.
Exhibit One Productions, Exhibit One XHIBITONEPROD @gmail.com is where you can forward any funds you find available to Exhibit One. You can also join Restream with a discount on us. That's restream.io/join/lowercase z uppercase M1 lowercase R2. This Saturday, we will have Effects May Vary, who you can find on Facebook at facebook.com/FX May Vary. And
as well as a secret guest.
Yes, and we also have another guest. Donations are welcome if you have any spare change left over after donating to Mike Golab and Exhibit One Productions. And for the website for Exposed to North, you can find at sharetheshock.ca. Also on the website, you can see the Culture Shock magazine, which is at sharetheshock.ca/issue-5. We had Dispel drummer Scott. We had Scott from Dispel on here. You can go to dispelmusic.com and get their what is it called? The
saving package. Band save package.
Band rescue bundle. Check that out.
And they have new stuff. They have new stuff coming up too.
Yeah. So again, check out the website, Explosive North, share Culture Shock. This has been another episode of Candid Conversations. Tune in on Saturday for the Terrell Effect, and Friday, actually. Tune in on Friday for daddy-daughter time. I might actually get her to play some video games with me on the old school system. And then Saturday is the Terrell Effect, where we will have Effects May Vary. Actually, they're going to be on the Savage Circle, but All right. Gotta pay some more bills before we go. We got this pepper sauce commercial, and then we out the door. For Driving Under Insanity and Mike Golab at Exhibit 1 Productions, this is the block saying, bless up. We out.
Hang around, Mike.
Thank you.
You see them pepper, yeah? You know them, Mac? Soulicious pepper sauce. Too hot for tech. XX Inferno. We have 2 flavor. Bring one for your friend or even your neighbor. Soulicious pepper sauce. Look on the ingredient. No fat in it. And we have spices, yes. Soulicious pepper sauce. We have the niceness. Put it in your drink and spice it up, yes. Soulicious pepper sauce. We have apron too. So worth to eat. Just right for you.
Peace.